All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the Tuesday night principled Chiro broadcast from DE and Band of Brothers. I'm Dr. Brian Moriarty, your esteemed MC for tonight's exciting call with Dr. Derek Niehaus. That was a great intro, Lee. Something happened with that. It's usually the countdown, but something wasn't right there. But listen, you're doing a great job. I don't care what Kat says. You're awesome, Lee. So appreciate you doing that and doing the call tonight. Guys, let's talk about DE coming up here. There it is, Lee. Great job with that. August 11th to the 14th in Atlanta. Hot Atlanta in the hot August sun. It's going to be a great one. Maybe we'll go in the pool there. It's going to be fully renovated too, guys. Hopefully we're in their new ballroom. But we got August in Atlanta, then right back in October in Atlanta. Then you've got January in Clearwater, and then April in Sarasota. This thing is on the move here. That's 3 out of 4 in a different location. So exciting stuff happening here at DE, guys. You never know where the next one is going to be. So there's your DE dates coming up here. I want to wish also a happy belated birthday to Dr. Steve Judson's wife, Tammy. Turned the big 5-0 this weekend. We were in the Bahamas at Atlantis celebrating with Tammy and Steve and the Martinezes and the Cherries, and it was a wonderful time. So happy birthday, Tammy Judson, the big 5-0. You look great, dear, and we appreciated celebrating with you and Steve and the crew. Anyway, let's get to tonight's talk tonight, Tuesday Night Principled Chiro broadcast. This guy is a 2004 graduate of Logan. Yes, Logan does produce some great chiropractors. This guy's living proof of that. He's been coming to DE for about 10 years. We saw him at our last DE there. It's hard to miss this guy. He's the big guy, but he is full of passion and fire. And Derek's an awesome guy. He's just like a big teddy bear. You want to just hug at every D. And I always make sure to find the time, and hopefully you too. So from New Athens, Illinois, give it up for Dr. Derek Niehaus. Derek, take it away, bro. Love and appreciate you.
Hello. Thank you for that introduction, Brian. My name is Derek Niehaus. I have been coming to DE for almost 10 years. You may have seen me and my wife and kids there a few times. My wife is also a chiropractor, Bethany Haas Niehaus, and she's awesome too. And sometimes I think she's the better chiropractor of the two of us. And my kids, I have 3 kids. Paloma is 7, and Og is going to be 6 at the end of next month, and Moselle is going to be 4 at the end of next month. And they are full of life and vigor, and they keep me on my toes all the time. And let's see, I've been coming to DE since January of 2013. It was the first DE after Sid passed away. And I had been trying to come to DE for about 5 years before that, but it just never worked out. And let's see, I've been a membership chiropractor since 2007. One of my friends got hooked up with Phil Yamamoto's program and introduced me to membership style of practice. And I had been practicing that way for a couple of years before I met Tim Langley. I couldn't be on here without mentioning Tim. He was a really great friend, and it was always great to see him at DE and connect with him and just talk membership practice with him and catch up on life. But let's see. So I've been adjusting animals also since 2007. I took the postgraduate program down at Parker College of Chiropractic, and I love adjusting people, but adjusting animals, if you're an animal lover, there's something about it where there's nothing really compares with it. And at one point, I really wanted to focus on adjusting animals full time, but I thought and thought, and I'm like, people need to be adjusted. Adjusting animals is awesome, and it's going to change animals' lives. But adjusting people, I couldn't give up on doing that, because adjusting people need to be clear, probably more than animals, because people are running the world, and their choices, whether they're subluxated or not, are going to affect animals too. So I love adjusting animals, and I love adjusting people, and I just try to have a good mixture of both. Uh, I I've been to New Athens for, let's see, about 17 years this coming September, and I opened up. I had initially wanted to work with someone at first, and it just didn't work out, the gentleman that I was trying to work with. So I just went out on a limb and opened my own practice. And it was scary for a while at first, all you new grads. I just, school doesn't really give you very much information about how to start a practice from the beginning, or Logan didn't anyway. They taught us how to fill out some insurance forms, and that was about and fill out a business proposal to bring to a bank, and that was about the extent of their practice uh, education. And it just kind of opened up, and learned as I went. I know if you could come to DE, there's a lot of people who will, you can lean on, who will give you everything you need to know about being in practice. If I can ever be of help, feel just ask me. I've been doing membership for a long time, as well as a bunch of other people that come to DE. But let's see. So through this whole pandemic, I was asking my wife what I should we're going over what would be good to talk about tonight. And she said that the one thing that really stands out to her is how I am kind of unwavering in my beliefs, no matter what is going on in the world or around me or outside of me. And that all stems from a lot of the going to DE and listening to all the speakers all the time, and just the books that I read. I've been reading the green books, and the blue books. The blue books are awesome. If you guys, I know not a lot of people talk about the blue books, Joe Strauss's blue books. They're some of the parts of them are kind of easier to read than the green books, but some of it is kind of like reading the chiropractic textbook. But it just has strengthened my resolve and my conviction as to why I'm doing what I do, and to just to stand with my beliefs and not to waver. Like in the pandemic, like a lot of people were freaked out. It never really did freak me out. The thing that freaked me out the most was how to make people feel comfortable and still coming, because all of them, their beliefs aren't as strong as mine. So like after a month, after maybe like 3 or 4 weeks, I was kind of doing what everyone else was doing, taking people's temperatures, and just trying to not give people a reason not to come. I was just trying to make everyone feel comfortable in coming into the practice. And then I saw someone moved outside, so I did that also. And people love being outside. I don't know how many of you have tried to practice outside. I have a nice fan going. Even when it gets a little hot, I'm outside. I've got reggae music playing. It's like I try to make it feel like a party. Like down at Sarasota DE, we would go down to O'Leary's a lot, and we'd sit out there under the big pavilion outside with the palm tree, the thatched roof, and there'd be a reggae band playing. And I was trying to replicate that feeling of sitting there at O'Leary's, like outside of my office, and make everyone feel comfortable. But I'm still doing that on days that it's not too hot or cold, and people love being outside. There's a handful of people who want to be adjusted inside, but there's something about being out there with the fresh air and the birds chirping and the music playing. And yeah, it's just all winter I felt like a caged animal being inside my office adjusting people. But back to what I was saying, you just got to keep. It's hard sometimes going from DE to DE, and you kind of lose. Some people do. I'm speaking to myself more than anyone. I'm really like some DEs, like the DE feeling, if you want to put it that way. The resolve that has been put inside of me is strong enough to carry to the next DE without doing a whole lot outside of that. And sometimes, like I listen to speakers, I listen to past DE talks. I have a lot of, I've been collecting audio for a long time. Uh, uh, I've got a lot of talks from, uh, let's see, I can't think of his name right now. I listen to him all the time. Richard Santo. I have a lot of talks with Richard Santo. If you don't have any of his talks, I highly recommend you find some. They're extremely, extremely powerful. And I know I can remember the first time I listened to him, I would be driving around to different places adjusting animals, and I'd have Richard Santo playing on my CD player, and like my mind would be blown about every 5 minutes listening to him talk. Um, he's just so connected and like real, so connected and real. And some of the things, some of the ideas that he had, and just the way he would put things, like I wish I had the way with words that he had. He was incredible. And Reggie Gold, I listened to Reggie Gold uh, a lot between DEs, and who's Sid. I listened to Sid a lot between DEs, and I listened to there's one more. It's escaping me. I'm kind of nervous. um, uh, let's see, but it's important to stay on focus and to try to do things to keep you on task and present, and just to try to, I don't know, keep you in that space that you want to be in, the loving space, the peaceful space. And like I said, some DEs in between, it's easy to do, and some life really throws you curveballs, and it's hard to stay on focus. And just these calls I watch pretty consistently, and I listen to past ones, and just listening to past DE talks. And if you're new to DE, I know you've heard sometimes the DE's like time sensitive whoop ass, and I definitely experienced that a bunch. The first probably first 2 years of DE I went to, just about every one I would come back, I would feel great, and then we would start driving back, and by the end of the drive I would feel tore up inside. And it's just about trying to, like they say, peeling back the layers, and eventually you stop feeling that way. Most of the time when you get back, it still happens occasionally, but uh, the one thing you just can't, you have to keep going and not stop pushing for the goals and the vision that you have set for yourself. And sometimes, like I said, I'm speaking to myself. Sometimes life gets in the way, and having small kids, it's hard sometimes to prioritize. Like to me, like my kids are way more important than trying to build a huge office. I would, a goal of mine is to have a bigger, more farther reaching office, but I'm not willing to give that up for time with kids while they're small, especially. And like I have plenty of time to reach out my tentacles and draw in as many people as I can. Not that I'm not doing that at all, but really pushing to make that happen has kind of been taking a back seat to hanging out with my family while my kids are young. And I have lots of awesome people that come to my office. I'm sure everyone does, but I don't know. I've heard people talk about moving offices or packing up their office, selling their office and moving somewhere else. I really don't know how people do that. Like, I care about the people that come in so much. I really can't ever see leaving them with someone else. Uh, they're like my family for real. Uh, they share things with you. I'm sure you all know they share things with you that they don't share with anyone else. And there's some people that come in who, I don't know, they're just they don't reach out to the world very much except through the computer. And sometimes I make sure I hug those people really tight and for a long time when they come in, because most of those people I don't know really when else they get a hug. I don't know their life 100%, but I think, like, this person, I have to give them enough of a hug to last till I see them again. And um I don't know what else I have to talk about. I guess my innate is not giving me any more. So thank you very much for having me on. I look forward to having the opportunity to be on again at some point, and I love and appreciate you all.
Derek.
Yes.
Derek, that was awesome, man. That was such an honest and just heart-filled GE talk, man. You really got to me, man. That was awesome. Great
Thank you.
job, man. And you never have to be sorry for spending time with those wonderful kids. My kids are almost the same age as yours, and you never get that back. So you can build a big practice anytime in your life, but never apologize for spending time with those awesome blessings that we've gotten to meet.
I know I got to make them DE chiropractors too, right?
Yes. But great job, man. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Really enjoyed your talk here. And hopefully we get some comments from some people coming through about how much they enjoyed it as well. So, guys, hit the like, send some comments. There's some comments up there. And that was a great job. So, anyway, thank you, everybody, for being on the Tuesday night Principal Chiro broadcast tonight. Thanks to our speaker, Dr. Derek Niehaus, for joining us today and sharing his huge heart for DE and for life. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday night on the Principled Chiro broadcast.